My brother in Christ once told me that God deals with messy people. Look at David or Paul. These were people who were counted out, looked down upon. The people you least expect to be favored by God. I guess it's why he chose me. No father, mother wasn't there, no family support. I came to college on my own. Even though the odds were against me, I kept fighting. I kept pushing through. I kept praying. One day God gave me a vision to have my own talk show. I believed in him. I believed in myself. I put my past behind me and I stepped into my greatness. So here I am.
The Chris Mayo Show. Get ready to go on stage. First comes love, then comes peace.
Chris Mayo.
Welcome to the first episode of the Chris Mayo Show. I feel the love and the energy up in here now, y'all. Y'all, I'm very, very excited about this. Not only this is the last Monday of Black History Month, this is the first talk show at UNCG, and you guys are part of my first live studio audience. Make some noise! Before I go any further, let me introduce to you my friend. We share the same birthday, July 30th. My DJ. Y'all make some noise for DJ Damu.
I'm good, fams.
No, that was a funny story, right? So when I was
Don't tell the story.
Don't tell the story? I'm gonna tell the story. Can I tell the story, y'all? Yeah! So we're doing the promo, right? And I'm telling everybody, looking at the flyer, they're like, who's this DJ? Damn you? Like, no, it's Donald. It's Donald. I thought it was hilarious, but man, I appreciate you being here, baby. All right, you guys, I couldn't go any further without paying homage to those who came before me, all right? People who did the talk show thing and were very, very successful. Acts like Arsenio Hall, Monique, Montel Williams, the greatest, Oprah Winfrey, and also Tom Brady, Wayne Brady, excuse me. That's the football player. Wayne Brady and Chris Rock. Y'all give a round of applause for those who came before them. Thank you so much for paving the way, all right? Now we got a very, 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 very special show for y'all tonight, all right? Y'all, I have in the house. Now let me tell you real quick where y'all at. Y'all right now in the love house. Excuse me, I'm lying. Y'all in the peace house, all right? All right? And because the reason why y'all in the peace house is because you have to have love first in order to have peace. And we all got that in our hearts, y'all. So that's why you're in the peace house and this is my zone. Y'all ready for y'all guests? Listen, I got FREEKEY ZEKEY coming in the building tonight. He's the president of 730 Dips. Excuse me. He's the CEO of 730 Dips, the president of Diplomat Records, entrepreneur. He owns clothing line. He has a trucking service. This man does it all, okay? Also, I have in the house entrepreneur Dame Moore, the owner of Dame's Chicken and Waffles, all right? So, are y'all ready for our guests tonight? We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back with our guests. The Chris Mayo Show, y'all. DJ Damu, give me some love music, bro.
Garrett Morgan was born March 4, 1877 in Paris, Kentucky. In 1907, Morgan opened his own sewing machine and shoe repair shop, which he later expanded into a tailoring shop as well. Morgan patented a safety hood and smoke protector after seeing firefighters struggling from the smoke they encountered in the line of duty. Having invented other things such as the self-extinguishing cigarette, black hair oil dye, and the curved tooth comb to straighten hair, he's probably best known for his invention of the traffic signal. This is Wesley Locks Daniels, and this has been your Black History Moment.
gonna buy my goddamn beer?
I'm not paying for that shit.
Oh, I can't stand you. You ain't my daddy. Always thinking it's about you. Can you please put that beer back up on this counter? You don't want none of this today. Can I get
Look,
please,
I done
sir?
told y'all.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Man, I need a new life.
What? You said you need a new wife. You can suck my big toe, you ugly motherfucker. Who the hell do you think you are? It's not about you anyway. I can't believe I was crazy enough to let you put your little ass in me anyway, you short-winded, premature bastard. Oh, I can't stand you. I wish you'd go to hell. Go somewhere, but not with me.
Welcome back to the Chris Mayo Show. Bringing my guest to the stage, he is the president of Diplomat Records. He is the CEO of 730 Dips. He is 1/4 of the original Dipset. I want y'all, everybody in the building, to stand to their feet and welcome Freaky Zekey.
Love to see y'all out here. Word to mother.
What's going on, brother?
Anything, basically, we real good out here. I just wanted to first and foremost saying I appreciate what you're doing, you know what I mean? Young black brother coming up with ambition. Give him a round of applause yourself.
Now tell people, how in the world did you came up with the name Freaky?
Well,
I like it now, but I'm just saying, you could be, I don't know whether to be scared or tell my girl, watch out now. I mean, bring my girl around, she like, Freaky Zekey.
I mean, it is for females to really, I can't tell it to a female, I gotta show her, you know what I mean? That's basically how it happens.
We're gonna keep it G-rated now.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Freaky now, you know what I mean? GR in there.
So let's talk about Diplomat, all right? We was in the store, came by the store, we had an interesting conversation, and you was telling me the story about you and Biggie and Cameron. If y'all don't know, y'all, this is Cameron's first cousin.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Can you tell the people about that?
I mean, it was really, we really was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Cause we was running around trying to get on. Joel's wasn't on at the time.
Right.
He wasn't there. It was just me, Cam, and Jim Jones.
Right.
Everywhere we go, everywhere. We like, yo, listen to our CD, listen, we nice. I'm telling you, and people was like, yeah, get out of here, little man. Y'all so little, y'all, get out of here.
Right.
So, right when we thought it was over, Mace got on.
Okay.
So we like, oh,
Bad Boy,
Pop is
right?
Yeah, Bad Boy.
Take that.
And Puff was like, I'm number 2. Nah, it ain't Cam. You can't get on the stage with Mace. You can't do nothing. Nah, I'm doing all the dancing. You know what I'm saying? So it was over. So we like, man, we never gonna get on.
Okay.
Next thing I know, Mace like, look, I don't care what Puff say, nothing. Follow the car. And we get out. We go in the Biggie house.
Wow.
Bam, we in front of Biggie. Biggie was like, you Cameron? Cam was like, yeah. He was like, well, rap now. Cam got crazy, spin around, jumped up,
Blam,
went all crazy. Yeah, killer, Miller. We look, Biggie doing the spin around.
Yeah.
Biggie done fell back, moved the chair, spun the chair around, got back up fat. Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Then Biggie died.
Wow.
He got murdered. So we like, we never gonna get on. Come on now, we can't be that close. But luckily, his best friend, Lance Rivera, they gave him $64 million, and he kept Biggie's word, being that he was his best friend, and signed us to entertainment, and we ain't looked back since. We've been going hard. Dipset.
Now, y'all all grew up in Harlem. Now, from my understanding, it was you, your cousin Cam, and you met Jim Jones in the 3rd grade. Talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all went to Catholic school together, right?
Yeah, we was in Catholic school. Look, yes, I'm not afraid to say it. And nobody should be ashamed to say where you coming from. Yeah, I go to college. Yes, I do this. Yes, I go to church here and there, kind of more here than there. But I'm trying to,
You was gonna go to college. You could have went to college. I heard that you was gonna be an architect.
Yeah, definitely. I did go to college. Actually, I went to Virginia State University, and it all happened because my man went to Virginia State University, my man Raj. So I went to go visit him. I keep it all the way 100. I got twisted. We went to the party. It was crazy. I'm 19, 17, 16, 17, however old I was. Boom. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to college. She said, for real, baby? I'm like, yeah. Next thing I know, I went there and I really actually seen like the work was not that hard. You know what I mean? I partied here and there, don't get me wrong. It was some early mornings that I didn't want to make it. I went there, I started going, I majored in mechanical engineering.
But I only stayed for 2 semesters because Ken called me and was like, look, I got $250,000 and that's going to to help run everything right now because I trust you.
But, yeah, but my thing is, you know, I actually put that foot forward to go to college, you know what I'm saying?
So when Biggie died, okay, so Mace, you know, he was loyal. I see that y'all had a family knit going on, right? It was you, Mace, Cam, and Big L was part of y'all clique too.
Yeah, COC.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big L too as well.
Yeah. Mace was cheap though. Mace was cheap. I'm gonna tell you, like, we went on tour one time with Mace on a Bad Boy tour back when he was come when you want to, run when you want to, baby. I'm a country. Back then, right? We was on tour for about 30.
I think a month and a half. He was like, when we get off, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? We get off, we finish the tour. He buys a new CLS coupe and was like, and had a girl in it and was like, I'm gonna see y'all later. Here go 2,500. But he did keep his word on everything as far as getting us to where we at. So I always salute Mace. You know what I mean?
So Biggie dies, no deal. What happens next?
Nah, my man got the joint. His best friend he signed for $64 million.
Unentertainment.
Unentertainment.
Okay.
And that's when we came out with Confessions of Fire.
Okay. Now we all know you, and we know Dipset from, okay, records like Oh Boy, records like Hey Ma, which you did the hook on.
Right.
So now y'all
wrote that bad boy.
Man. Killer. One of my favorite songs. I feel myself when I listen to that song. I feel like I can talk to anyone. You know, hey man, what's up? We gonna get it on. So here we go. So you get signed to the entertainment. Now, how did you end up with? I heard you call him Uncle Dame, and that's Uncle Dame and Dash.
Yeah, Dame and Dash. Well, the boy he was about his business, but I guess going from the bottom, and then Monday you got $5, and then on Wednesday you got $64 million.
Wow.
He kind of went crazy. He's supposed to put out like 4 or 5 albums, but he only put out 2, which was mine and something I know y'all probably don't know. It was a movie called Woo, and he put the soundtrack out. And they was like, nah, you fired and give me back all my money, but we keeping Cam.
And that's when we got on Sony Records, and they never looked at us since. They put us on the back burner because we was spitting that gutter music, and Sony was more R&B, you know what I mean, and anything else crossover music. So we was on the back burner, and we in the hole 1.4 million, but we looking good in the street. But nobody don't know we broke. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we stepped to Dame, and Dame was like, all right, bet, let's go. Bomb. Gave us 1.4 million, paid our debt off, and that's when we got crazy. We did every mixtape out. We had Joel's working. Joel used to stay on punishment because he never wanted to work. Never, ever.
Yeah, and they didn't even want to sign Joel's at first. And then, from my understanding is, they didn't want to sign Joel's. So what they did was, y'all said, cool, we'll go mixtape. Then they dropped my absolute favorite record from Joel's, Santana's Time.
Oh, yeah.
And that went crazy, and then they like, okay, we need to sign him.
Yeah, that was because of the fact they never, for some reason, people don't believe until it's actually in their hand, in their face, they eyeball. Some people think their eyes be lying. They could see it, look at it, and still won't believe it. You know what I mean? So Cam was like, look,
they not signing it, because they signed Cam, then they wanted to sign the Diplomats, and they said, we're not signing the Diplomats. I'm like, how you ain't signing the Diplomats? We always on Cam's album. Right? Every time Cam come out with an album, we all on it. So Cam's like, we're gonna take it to the streets. And we just started making our own mixtape with our own beats. We ain't use nobody else's beats. We was the first crew to ever come out with mixtape, well, giving y'all like free albums, but they was mixtapes.
Absolutely.
After that, they signed the Diplomats. Then it kind of got on, like, it kind of got real fishy because, mind you, once we get to Rockefeller, Cam album came out.
Right.
Then we pushed out like about 5 or 6 mixtapes. Then the Diplomat album come out. Now it became a little friction, like Beanie, Myth, Bleak,
Right,
Jay, everybody's like, hold on, wow, damn, how you get here and all these whole dudes are just coming in? And that's where it started to get a little rocky, and I think that's where the Dame Jay started to get a little mixed.
He said, shout out to Cam for taking over the rock, you know, and I think they didn't like that. He really did.
He ain't like that, but Jay ain't really like me. Dame was like, Cam, you making us so much money, you gonna make you the president. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything is squashed now. That was water under the bridge.
Definitely.
Shout out to Jay. Jay popping too right now.
Jay. Yeah, shout out to Jay.
We couldn't even diss Jay no more.
Right.
We wanted to.
Wait, what? And speaking of this, we're gonna skip a little bit, but there was a point where Jim Jones and Cameron wasn't speaking, you know, and the way I took it was because you was, okay, here's Jim Jones, you met in 3rd grade, all right? That was your best friend, y'all been partners ever since. Cam is your cousin. Now, you're the middleman in between this, like, look, y'all better cut it out. We got money to make. Whatever it is, let's cut it, let's dead it now. And you came in, you stepped in, you was that middleman.
Yeah, I was actually that middleman, and we talked, because I couldn't believe it, because you're telling me I'm be mad at Cam out, so I don't care, so what?
Exactly.
Like, we used to all take doodles in each other's mother's house. You know what I'm saying? Without us being together. Like, Jim may come to his crib, his grandmother's crib, I'll be there, like, at 8, and tried on all the stuff that I like that he had. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to walk outside like that.
All right, so you get the deal, you got the deal, 2003, y'all popping, and now something happens that changed your life in 2003. Now, and it happened in my city. Can we talk about that tragic event? Because I feel like the reason why I'm gonna say it is tragic is because anytime someone gets shot, it's tragic, especially black on black crime.
Right.
And not only that, robbery, you know, all that stuff, we can't. And I feel like as black people, we have to learn how to accept each other and accept each other's success. And stop hating one another for what they put in the work for, what they done. And just say, you know what, use it as motivation and say, you know what, I like what he's doing, let me work harder and I'm gonna get to the top. So when you were in New York, okay, and someone hit you with the car, what happened after that?
Yeah, that was a crazy night.
And you lost your best friend, one of your homies that night. Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes. As a fact, we just finished doing the show. And I wanted to go to another party after we did the show, so I'm driving down in my Jeep. And my father told me that move people used to do it back in 1948, 1955. They hit your car, and you walk out, they see what you got on, and like, give me everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, they hit my car, I got out, they get pissed off, I get pissed off too.
Right.
I grabbed a gun from him, he started shooting and going crazy. I put him on the type of full Nelson. Mind you, I'm talking fly, but I was scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking fly, but I was just still like right now telling you, I'm a little nervous telling the story. Because 4 other people pulled out guns. So I'm like, oh, it's over. The upper room, I don't want my way to. Yeah, what? That what? I still think about it. I still wake up screaming, no, get away from me, get away. Oh, and be my girl. I would smack my girl like 8, 9 times. Thinking she was one of them.
So you get robbed and you get shot, and my understanding, they shot you and they shot your friend, and you woke up in the hospital bed with handcuffs on.
Yeah, I woke up in there. But they didn't get the chain neither.
They didn't get the chain. Why?
Not that I glorify that.
Right.
That's an object that you can get rid of and get over. You know what I mean? I don't know how I stuck my hand out, grabbed my chain and stuck it close to me. I don't know none of that. I just did it. You know what I mean? So after that, I was on the front cover. So I'm thinking I'm fly. I'm like, oh, I made the papers. I'm fly. I went to call Cam and I had handcuffs on. And because they was charging me with the murder of my friend because I had beat the dudes up and got the gun. So now they telling me, yo, you facing murder, just tell us, it was like, tell us Ezekiel Giles or AKA George Moore. Like, I was, I used the alias. I gave my man the chain. I was like, God, tell him I'm George Moore from Puerto Rico. I don't care what's going on, we gotta get out of here. But I'm just telling you, like, because I was actually on the run.
Right, you was on the run. You was in my city, my hometown, Durham, North Carolina.
Right.
And you was on the run because y'all was getting money. I'm not gonna lie. If I was getting money too and I got a little crazy charge like that, I might have bailed out too. But,
yeah, I got out of there, but they, they locked me up, and then I ended up doing time down there.
3 years, right?
Yeah, I did 3 years out there.
Now, how was that though? Doing 3 years when the president diplomat record, Joel was popping, Ham was popping, Jim Jones was popping, and you have to watch. Did you look at it like, man, I made a mistake, or did you look at it like, when I'm coming home, I got a lot of bread to collect?
I mean, I didn't feel I was doing nothing wrong because I was helping the brand, but I get locked up right when everybody pop. Right. Joel's come out with Whistle, Joel's come out with Clockwork, Jim come out with Ballin'. Jim's got, I really mean that. I'm like, damn! Why me? You know what I mean? But I know I was working for a cause. I wasn't just some knucklehead doing nothing. I'm not glorifying, like I said, I'm definitely not glorifying doing any street work, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get it misconstrued, like they feel as if they just need to do that because that's the thing that's popping. No, it was, unfortunate for me, that was the only thing I could do at the time because I couldn't run and go get a job and then poof, you making $100 million every 3 months like I wanted. You know what I mean? Any amount of money. For that matter, and it was gonna be definitely gonna be a fall of Diplomat Records if I ain't take it to the matters that I had to.
Now I'm gonna tell you why I respect you and why I look at you as an idol and respect you as a man. You did your 3 years in Durham. You got out, and you did not let that 3 years in jail stop your show. You actually got a trucking service with your brother Rick, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Not only that, you opened up a restaurant, even though it's not open anymore.
I'll tell you why too.
Palmetto
Stinking chef. We got.
I want to know why too, because I was mad.
The best food, y'all, everybody in here would have ate there. I'm telling you,
it was upscale.
I mean, fall off the bone. You gotta dress casual. Yeah. It wasn't no steak shop with a dude come out with the rags and stuff on him. Just pick it up, bing. None of that. Upscale. It was upscale, live jazz, like senators, the governor, chief of police was there. I almost had Oprah on my way out there. You know what I'm saying? That's been over. He's super rich. But the chef was a crook. You know what I mean? Because we was green. I didn't know anything about nothing when it came to a restaurant. Yeah, I just put up the money, and I was a silent partner. Me and my boy Rick actually. And next thing I know, IRS talking about we owe $90,000 in taxes. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I don't owe no $90,000 in taxes. But I didn't actually sign nothing. You know what I mean? He did. Exactly. And that's how that felt.
You know, brother, everything happens for a reason because I had my 20th birthday celebration at that restaurant, and I remember walking to the restaurant. I knew Brother Rick. He used to look out for me, man, and like, yo, man, I'll bring you back some chicken wings, you know, for college student, you know how to like it. And I remember walking to the back, man, and that's when I ran into you. Yeah, and you had on white or something, what you had on? Yeah, I had on the all white. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Miami Vice now, you know. I look at my face in a little bit of the fast one video. But what I respect is because of that event happened, that's how we met and that's how we connected, and that's love, man. So even though Palmetto's was closed down, like I said, let's take the fall and let's rise up, and that's what you did because in that same city, you opened up your very own shoe store that sells women's shoes, that sells accessories, clothes, all of the above. Perfect Pair in Northgate Mall in Durham. Let's talk about Perfect Pair.
Yeah, well, it all started with Kara. That's my fiance now. You know what I'm saying? She had the vision. She started it off. You know what I mean? And I wasn't really
whatever, shoes and females. And I'm like, all right, well, you ambitious, you ready to do your thing, man. I'm feeling that. Bam, step right in, put the Vampire Life down there, stamp Freaky Zekey name, poof, you join this fly right now. It's popping the website too. I got plug www.perfectpairshoestore.com. Bam, ladies, go there. I'm telling you, it's fly, sexy, everything you want, anything that is there, you wear that. Somebody gonna try to talk to you.
And Vampire Life is you and Jim Jones clothing line. That's what you rocking now.
Yeah, I got this joint on right here, the hat and the hat and the sweater right here.
Yeah, I like that.
It's European cut, you know what I'm saying? We don't do over 2X, just because of the fact that we had this big meeting and everybody was saying that the United States is gonna be 6 to 8% obese in the next 3 to 4 years. So they want to make sure everything is European cut. So if you do wear our brand, it's because you're getting yourself fit or you end up being healthy. So we're trying to work it in that manner. And then we just out. Jim watched True Blood one day. Well, really, Chris was watching True Blood. And next day he stole it and said he was a vampire the next day. And then from then we just kept going on, and it grew like an epidemic.
Jim and Chrissy now. Everybody watch Love and Hip Hop. Now Jim Jones is the only dude I know that proposed standing up. Now he was your two gangsters if you get on one knee. But she loved that man to death. Y'all are older now. Y'all still got the young swag, but we getting older now. When you and Kira, when Jim Jones and Chrissy gonna get married? We want to know why. When we gonna do that?
I don't know. She's gonna smack him. I know she's gonna smack him because she don't
Chrissy
play.
don't play. Absolutely.
No, for real, she don't play. Like, for real. Like, punching anybody in the face.
She
might get hit back, I don't care.
And Jim's a hard dude, man. Shout out to Jim Jones. But man, brother, I applaud you for doing that time, owning up to your mistake. Like I said, taking a bad situation in that same city, having your own business, having your own clothing line. You got, and it's a beautiful
My trucking service.
And your trucking service.
Get all that. Because I got to pay taxes and everything, so don't forget, let me get all my stuff out.
Last thing, all right, diplomats. You, Jim Jones, Joel Santana, Cameron. When do we get Diplomat Community 3, man? Because the streets, everybody is waiting on it. I want a copy. When can we get that from the president?
We thinking, I'm pushing for spring. I'm pushing for spring.
Y'all hear that?
In June. Yeah, you hear that?
We're going to keep
and anytime you see Joel's and Cam and Jim, we like Zeke said, spring or the summer, so you don't want him upset about none of that. You know what I mean? After everything he did. But I want to let everybody know, too. Go to God Willing, download God Willing. Joel's mixtape is fire. I'm telling you it's fire. You can be the judge of it. I don't want to sit there because he's my artist, but it's a very good album. That boy was down on a hiatus for about 6 years, and he picked back up, so he's ready to do everything he's supposed to now. And that's what's going to solidify the circle with Diplomat Immunity 3. And oh, my bad, I forgot to tell y'all too. Man, I forgot. Me and Cam doing movies. You know what I mean? We just shot a movie called Percentages. Okay. I'm the executive producer. I put the bread up, but Queen Latifah's not in it, but we got a joint venture with Killer Entertainment and Flavor Youth Entertainment. You dig? So Ving Rhames is in it, Omar Gooding Jr., Katie Colbert, Melissa Williams, and it's the dude from The Wire. I forgot. He's the older guy. He wasn't doing too much in the movie, but I forgot. But he's hot.
So you guys, you heard it. Percentages coming soon. Diplomatic Community 3 coming soon. Brother, I want to thank you so much for coming through. I look up to you.
It's not a problem. You on your grind, so I'm here to
I
help you shine.
appreciate it. You took a bad situation and you made it good and you're doing your thing. You guys, 7:30, vampirelife.bigcartel.com. That's how you get your Vampire Life and My Perfect Pair.
What I had said earlier? www.perfectpairshoestore.com.
Y'all heard it, y'all. One more time for Freeky Zekey, president of Greensboro.